Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today we're going to look at how to deliver a killer elevator pitch that makes people hungry for and excited to buy what you do. When an elevator pitch is delivered like a telesales script, without passion or excitement and sounding overly salesy, it is an immediate turn-off for a prospect who may be looking for services like yours. So in this video, we're going to look at how to create an elevator pitch the right way to engage with the hearts and minds of your dream buyers and get them flocking to do business with you. The key to a successful elevator pitch is to never ever sell. This is because you are at an early stage of the relationship. There will be some openness and curiosity to begin with, but as an expert in your field, you have to earn the right to sell. All you are looking to do in the first instance is to get the right people's attention, stimulate interest, and give them the opportunity to take the conversation to the next level. If your goal is to attract high-value clients, it's so important to be perceived as a high-status buyer, not a seller. And here's the difference. A buyer never ever sells. A buyer decides who they work with, rejects underqualified prospects, and gets chased by people who want to work with them. A seller, on the other hand, has to spend a lot of energy trying to convince people to work with them. They often end up discounting their terms or prices or taking on clients they probably shouldn't. Chasing clients for business does, of course, get you clients, but they're rarely the ones who will pay you at the premium level you'd like, because people really like to buy, but they hate being sold to. So that's why selling in a pushy or spammy way leads to price resistance and a decreased perception of value. When you communicate your value well, you will not have to try hard to sell. In fact, the more low-key and lean back you can be, the more your prospects will respond positively to your message. So remember, the purpose of an elevator pitch is to summarize your offer. And in this respect, it's important to remember that having an offer that is not sufficiently clear and dialed in is the number one reason sector experts like you will struggle to grow your business. If you can't describe what you do in an exciting and different way, if you're not crystal clear about who you serve, and if you can't immediately pinpoint the exact problem you solve in a way that stops your prospects from putting you and your valuable service into a box because you remind them of others who offer something similar to you, your business won't reach its true potential and your investment of time and resource will underperform. And that's the problem I love to solve for my own clients. Make sure you follow and subscribe to all my videos to learn more about how to put together offers that work, and reach out and request a call with myself or my team if you'd like to speak to us in person. Now, before we get into how to formulate your insanely effective elevator pitch, let's look at the 5 common mistakes most service-based experts make when it comes to putting their pitch together. The first mistake is lack of clarity. When an elevator pitch is too vague or imprecise, it will fail to communicate your value. For example, saying something like, "Our company provides innovative solutions that revolutionize the market," lacks specificity. Generic or basic statements like these are frustrating because they raise more questions than they answer. They leave the recipient confused about what you actually do. And because trust is never a given in the early stage of any relationship, when people are confused, they will also be inclined to think you have something to hide, and they can then draw the conclusion that the claims you're making lack substance. This is why specificity matters. Also, vague or generic statements won't differentiate your product or service. For example, if you say, "We provide top quality customer service and have a strong commitment to excellence," you're not conveying any unique selling points or the reasons why someone should be interested in you over others who make similar claims. The second common mistake people make with elevator pitches is overwhelming your audience with detail. Some will cram too much information into their elevator pitches, making it difficult for the listener to grasp the main points. For instance, were you to say, "We offer a patented technology with cutting-edge features, a large team of experts, multiple revenue streams, and a global customer base," well, that's far too much information for most people to process in one go. Keep it simple and your pitch will be memorable. Overcomplicate and you'll get relegated to the also-ran bin in favor of those who communicate more simply and clearly than you. Also, never ever use jargon. Jargon is insider words and phrases that don't make sense to people outside a specific industry or group, and this creates a barrier to effective communication. People from different fields or backgrounds may struggle to understand the intended message, leading to confusion or misinterpretation. The third mistake is lack of relevance. An elevator pitch needs to resonate with your listener by showing how you address their specific problem or need. If you don't do this, you'll create a disconnect. This can be an issue at virtual or face-to-face networking meetings where you may be introduced to people who are not the right fit for your product or service. So remember, especially when you're meeting someone for the first time, it's far better for your elevator pitch to just communicate what you do, rather than overly selling to those who may be the wrong fit for your service. Now, when you sell in a random, irrelevant way like this, it's a form of spam, and you run the risk of people taking a dislike to you because your lack of curiosity and assumption that they're willing to receive your sales message actually shows a lack of respect. On the other hand, when you use an elevator pitch to simply explain what you do, you're respecting their decision to take it further with you or refer you to others who may have the need for your service, even if they don't. The fourth mistake people make when it comes to an elevator pitch is not delivering with enthusiasm. Passion and an enthusiastic delivery are so important. Energy is contagious, and when you lack energy or passion, you will fail to inspire. So always consider your body language, tone of voice, and facial expression, and smile, because you want people to understand you and love what you do. The fifth mistake when it comes to elevator pitches is communicating without certainty. You really do have to demonstrate an unshakable, rock-solid confidence in yourself and what you do. When you express this in a really powerful way, you are showing that you believe in what you do. And the first requirement of anyone who is going to invest in you is that you back and believe in yourself with total authority and conviction. Here's the thing, I'm sure you are amazing and you deserve a predictable stream of AAA clients who appreciate you, can afford you, and who take action to hire you. And having a strong elevator pitch will take you much closer to acquiring them. So the first and most basic rule of a successful elevator pitch is to demonstrate how well you understand your client's number one problem, rather than just appealing to their dreams. Because any individual or business with a problem needs to understand it at a deep level before they can engage with a solution. The chances are they've been experiencing their problem for a while and they're not sure how to solve it. They haven't been able to find the answer, and that's why they're listening to you. When your prospects think you understand their number one problem better than others they're also talking to, they'll naturally believe that you're the best person to help them resolve their pain or challenge. And when they truly believe this, they'll want to pay you what you're worth and engage with you at the highest level they can. Okay, so now I'm going to help you put together two powerful forms of elevator pitch. So make sure to shut down all those distractions and really focus on the value I'm going to create for you today. And I'm going to give you a simple format to do this. Pen and paper or iPhone, iPad, laptop at the ready. And here's the format to follow. I help. Then you define who your ideal clients are. 2, you discuss the outcome or golden result that they are going to get as a result of engaging with you or your services. Without. And this is where you talk about the pain they're trying to avoid. So that this is the ultimate impact of their efforts. Even if, and this is what they've done to talk themselves out of the outcome they want, but haven't yet managed to achieve. So let's look at my example. Okay, so here's my example. I help experts who are not expert marketers to explode their growth and attract the top 5% of their industry's prospects, without networking, hunting for referrals, or spending hours daily on social media, so they can make more profit, impact, and time, even if they've lost money to others who promised them the world but didn't deliver. So let's go through the psychological reasoning behind each of those phrases. The I help statement immediately calls out your dream buyer persona or ideal avatar. Mine, experts who are not expert marketers, immediately calls out those who have a deep sector expertise and work within a specific industry vertical. A vertical market can be thought of as a slice of the overall market that is specialized in industry specific. For example, healthcare, finance, manufacturing, real estate, automotive, education, hospitality and retail. Whereas a horizontal market is a broader approach, focusing on a product, service or solution that can be applied across multiple industries, for example, software development, IT services and marketing. The second part of the elevator pitch addresses the big transformation, or what I call the golden outcome, which is the impact of your client's engagement with you. So I say explode their growth and attract the top 5% of their industry's prospects, because there is specificity in that statement. Specificity is very helpful as it makes your outcome more precise and adds an extra layer of certainty to it. The third part of the elevator pitch, the so that statement, is the ultimate impact of your transformational golden outcome. It's said, for example, in coaching that there are really only 3 niches: health, wealth and relationship. And because mine is a marketing program, a big reason why my clients come to me is for help and support to grow their profit. In other words, bottom line revenue, which comes as a result of attracting the right caliber of clients through the right message and go-to-market presence. However, there are other reasons why that underpin this objective. My clients want to increase their impact because there is nothing more frustrating than having valuable wisdom and knowledge to offer, but being overlooked in favor of your rivals because you're not communicating this value in an impactful way, which is why I use the word impact. The other word I use, which is time, is also really critical to my target audience because they're usually working in their business as the key figurehead, and what this means is that they can be working very hard. More time also means the opportunity to work on their business rather than in it. And when you can work on your business, you ignite growth, providing you do it in a smart way and are guided by experts like myself. So the words profit, freedom and time are key trigger words, and they are linked to the emotion of desire, which is also linked to an awareness of lack, both of which are powerful drivers of action. The fourth statement, even if, refers to what they have tried in the past but failed to achieve. So in my case, many of my clients will have invested in other programs or services that have underperformed and not delivered a positive return on investment. So I like to raise this early because this also gives them the opportunity to ask about returns on investment. And in my case, I have proven examples of clients tracking this and achieving as much as a 26 times return on the purchase of their program. Now, you can turn this into something even simpler, which is a casual throwaway version that I call the party pitch. Imagine you're in the corner at a party just pouring yourself a drink and munching on some snacks, and someone comes up to you and says, "Well, what is it you do?" Now, you're not going to deliver them the formal pitch, are you? Because it will sound rather strange and stilted, but you'll need to be ready with a short, memorable and punchy intro to your services, as you never know where your next ideal client might come from. So it goes something like this. Elevator pitch. You know, problem. Well, what we do is solution. In fact, proof. Here's an example of mine. So, you know how businesses sometimes struggle for cash flow? Well, what we do is help them attract the right clients so they can make more money, work less hours and use their time in a more efficient way. In fact, the strategies we use have already generated success for thousands of business owners around the world, which is why they invest with us. As you can see, this is really simplifying the message for an audience that are casually curious. They may be many times when people ask you what you do, anyone from a family member or someone you meet walking the dog, and you never know who these people may be connected to. So it's a really good idea to be prepared with that simple kind of a statement that makes sense to a layperson. In other words, someone who is not an industry insider like you, and who may not even understand business at all. Studies have shown that the simplest forms of expression are the best. When you aim to simplify your message and use simple words over complex ones, you will find it easier to grab your ideal audience's attention and keep it focused on you. Thank you for watching this video right until the very end, and make sure you take the time to practice and refine the 2 forms of elevator pitch we've given you frameworks for. Remember to hit the bell and subscribe to our channel for more tips on how to succeed as a business coach, consultant or professional service provider. Why not tell us in the comments section if you've enjoyed this video and give us some suggestions for future topics you'd like us to cover. Look forward to seeing you again soon.